Hey everyone, welcome back, y'all. We are back for week number 2. We're trying to get caught up. We are super busy for the rest of this month. Got a lot of things going on in my Etsy shop. Got a lot of things going on elsewhere. Kids are going back to school. It's just a whole bunch of things going on. So week number 2, we kind of meshed in a little bit, a couple of week number 3 items, but it's okay. I do have some sugar over here kind of leaking, so I need to get it into a bucket here shortly. So week number 2, these are stock up items. Most of them are for shelf stable. A couple of them are for buckets. We'll talk about that here in a minute. Back here, box of instant mashed potatoes, 10 pounds of sugar that has a leak somewhere because it got all over my counter. So I'm going to get this into a bucket. This is supposed to be for week number 3, but it's found its way here onto the counter because I just got this order in and I did not separate a few things. So my apologies, but it is what it is. 2 boxes of kids hamburger helper cheesy Italian shells and cheese. That is Philip and Jesse's favorite. Me and Danya do not eat that. Thing of pancake syrup. We're going to stock up a little bit more on that at a different store. I did realize that Restaurant Depot has pancake syrup in a gallon, so I may go for that, or I may check the price also on Sam's Club as well. All right, back here we got 2 gallons of water. I will throw these in the freezer. Do please remember that if you use these and put these on your shelf, these plastic containers, these gallon containers, are not very thick. You need to consistently check them and make sure that they don't start to leak. These ones are specifically for the pets. I am going to freeze them and put the labeled as for pets to make sure I have emergency backup water for pets and things of that nature as well. Over here, we got 1 loaf of Velveeta cheese. I already have one in stock up here in my main kitchen. This will be in the prep. So we have 1 of those. Over here, we have some Stadium cheese, which is some liquid nacho cheese, basically, cheese dip that we use in the house. So I do need to restock on that. Another thing that found its way into this haul, but this is for my buckets, which is week number 3. That is where I'm stocking up on bucket items that go into buckets and can be put away for longer term use, is 2 bags of kidney beans. Now, let's talk about this because I did buy these at Walmart. There is not an issue at my local Walmart with any kind of stock except for 1 item. My Walmart, my Hy-Vee, my Sam's Club, and my Aldi are all fully stocked on all items, including rice currently at this time. Now, I know there's been some talk about India, which provides 40% of the world's rice, is what I've been told and or heard, are no longer exporting their rice at this time, and that rice may go up and may be harder to find, and the price will go up. At my local stores right now, that has not affected our stores at this time, and the price is still the same. The reason you're not seeing rice for me is I've got 300 pounds of white uncooked rice in Mylar bags and sealed and already in buckets and put back for longer term storage. With that being said, I don't feel a need to go out and take rice at this time. I may get a couple extra bags in the future and continue to stock up, but 300 pounds of uncooked white rice will accumulate to 900 pounds of cooked white rice. So keep that in mind. As I want to talk to you about the kidney beans, I did find a resource for kidney beans at Restaurant Depot. I can get, I believe it's a 10-pound bag for $7. They're much cheaper to get at Restaurant Depot than they are to get at my local Walmart. So I was supposed to do it this month. I'm going to have to switch it to next month. And I will start buying my kidney beans, my pinto beans. I don't know if they have black beans, but I know they have kidney beans and pinto beans currently. So I'll start buying them there. 1 is for now. 1 is for my bucket that I'm working on filling up some kidney beans. I do not have any kidney beans in stock except for what I have in 1 bucket, and it's not very full right now, y'all. Black beans, I have a ton. Pinto beans, I have a couple of buckets already full. All right, back here, 2 jars of Alfredo sauce. I'm only going to stock a 3-month supply. I've had some of the Alfredo go bad, so I want to keep a very close eye on that. I'm going to stock only 6 months worth of spaghetti sauce, between 3 and 6 months, I should say. I've had some spaghetti sauce when I've taken off the lid go moldy and had to throw them out. They were actually from Aldi. I don't know if that makes a difference. They were in plastic jars, not in glass jars. I don't know if that makes a difference as well, but I need to keep an eye on that as well. So we have those. 100 count bag of tea bags. corned beef hash for the days that I don't want to make bacon or sausage or cooked ham for the kiddos. It's a cheaper version as well. It allowed them to have a really good side with some eggs or some biscuits and gravy. We'll talk about these two spices here in just a minute. Not this one. This one and this one. It's sage and thyme. We'll talk about that here in a minute because I was watching a video. I did get some minced garlic, so I have that on hand. I already have some up here in the cabinet, up in the kitchen, but I don't have any in the prep. We got some more breadcrumbs. We go through those pretty doggone fast. We are going to start restocking on our canned meats as well. That will include the can that I just showed you back here of the corned beef hash. But tuna, let's talk about tuna. I've talked to you about this before. Do not buy those convenient 2.5 ounces little tiny tuna pouches. They're not worth the price. These are 5-ounce cans. They cost less. 73 cents is what they currently run in my store. I get them in water only. If my kids want them flavored, we got lemon pepper seasoning. If my kids want teriyaki, I got teriyaki to put in there. If my kids want spicy barbecue, I got Famous Dave's sweet and spicy barbecue sauce. Drain your tuna, mix in your flavors, and do not buy those convenient pouches. However, you need to have several can openers that are manual. If the electric goes out and you don't have a backup power source to run an electric can opener, you need to have a couple of can openers that are manual in hand. If something happens to one of your can openers, you always got to have a backup plan B, C, and D. So I currently have probably 6 can openers in my house that are manual. Just in case something happens and one breaks, I've got another one to back it up. So just a tip there for y'all. And a saving money tip, because those little pouches are half the amount, but much more pricey. I did get another thing of Miracle Whip for the kiddos. I had a coupon for $1.55 off. It was a digital coupon from Walmart and was able to use it on the Walmart app. All right, canned chicken. Another thing that my kids use a lot. They use it in casseroles. They use it in pasta, such as chicken Alfredo pasta. I also put this in our homemade chicken noodle soup. You no longer will see me buy any other soups other than tomato, cream of chicken, and cream of mushroom. Now, I know you can make those homemade as well. I'll get the ingredients for that as a backup source. But y'all, I'm not buying $1.89 or $1.99 chunky chicken noodle soup anymore. I use a can of canned chicken. I put it in some chicken broth. Now, y'all seen the other day how much chicken I had. Those bones, once that meat is cooked and those kids eat those chicken up, those bones are going to go into a bag. I make my own homemade stock. I do have canned stock and box stock on hand. Box stock, I don't use very many of those, and I don't keep very many of those in stock. But I do have canned chicken stock that is in a can on hand as well. You add your chicken stock to your egg noodles. You boil the egg noodles in chicken stock. Then you add in your canned chicken and whatever veggies you want. I used sliced carrots out of a can the other day, and my kids went ham. That soup lasted over 2 days for 3 kids, y'all. It's a lot cheaper, a lot more convenient. You can make a bigger batch than what you can with the chunky chicken noodle soup that doesn't fill everybody in the house, and it costs more. So just another tip for you there on that. What I do not have over here, and I did not put it in yesterday's meat haul because it did come in today with this order, is the fact that I don't have the 20 patties of Walmart Great Value beef patties. Now, you saw that just the other day. I showed you my grocery haul. I bought a second box because it's still $1.99 per pound for Walmart Great Value hamburger patties. Y'all, there's no seasoning in it at all. It's ground hamburger, just in the shape of a circle. 2 good things about it. Number 1, think outside the box. If you walk to the meat casing and you see, like I do, hamburger that is $4 a pound for $73.27, say no and walk away. $4 a pound, even for the cheapest quality of meat, is just not going to cut it. Not in today's society, not with inflation going up. It's not just groceries going up, it's everything going up. Walk over to the freezer section, Get you your beef patties out of the freezer section. Get you the 7327. Yes, not the best grade of meat, but y'all try to pinch pennies right now. Just do it. And you get those boxes for 5 pounds of hamburger patties. I paid $10, half the cost. Okay. That also helps you to portion it out. Grab a couple of patties. If you're needing just half a pound of ground beef, use that. Those patties are not seasoned, y'all. They're just shaped as a circle, and they're portion controlled already because they're hamburger patties. Use them in your chili. Use those hamburger patties, cut it up, and use it for your taco meat. Put it in your spaghetti, your chili, whatever else you can put it in, and do it that way. That was a hack that I came up with and saw and thought, oh my gosh, light bulb went off. So I did grab a second one. It's not here because it's supposed to be in a meat haul, but that meat haul was yesterday. I'm trying to catch up on videos, and I'm not going to put it in this one, but do know that I did get a second one. All right, macaroni noodles, another thing. If you get tired of eating just regular chili, or you need to stretch out chili or any meal that you're trying to make, use pasta. These noodles here, I use them not only to make homemade mac and cheese with the Velveeta loaf you saw. I think I showed it to you. If I didn't, I'll walk back over real quick, but I think I showed it to you. But you can take the macaroni noodles. When my kids get tired of eating the chili, or we don't have enough left and we're almost out of it from the pot that I make, because I make homemade chili. I don't buy it no more in the stores. Then use some macaroni noodles and make chili mac. It will stretch your meals out. So if you only have a little bit of chili left and you need to feed a couple more people than you assumed, or you don't have enough, put it over noodles. It could be spaghetti noodles, it could be macaroni noodles, whatever. Now, I will tell you that our local Walmart is out of penne noodles currently, which is something that my kids eat a lot of. They love penne noodles. So we will be stocking those up. That's on my radar to get back in stock as soon as it comes back in stock at Walmart. Another thing is cornstarch. Needed some cornstarch, so we are completely out of cornstarch. I lagged on that and did not get that back in stock. I'm pretty sure I showed you the breadcrumbs, y'all, just in case. Over here, if I did not show you, I apologize. I can't remember. Y'all got to remember, I'm blind. I don't see, so I've got to memorize things. Here is our cheese loaf. This is the Velveeta cheese loaf. They were out of our local Great Value cheese loaf, so I did get the Velveeta option instead. This was a Walmart delivery. I did use the 3 hours or less. I paid an extra $5. I will tell you that since this was out of stock, they gave it to me for the same price as the Great Value one. Now, I know they're supposed to be upping the price if they have to give you a different item and you approve it. I'm telling you right now, they gave me this for the exact same price as the Great Value one. And I know the Great Value one's a couple of bucks cheaper. So that was a win-win situation. Last thing I want to talk about is the ground thyme and sage. I saw somebody who is doing their own turkey sausage. We all know turkey sausage is a little bit expensive. So she was using ground turkey and putting in her own seasonings. Two seasonings I did not have is ground thyme and ground sage. So I'm going to be getting some ground turkey in next month's haul of meat for my pantry freezers downstairs. And I'm going to start shaping them into little sausage patties of the ground turkey, and then I'm going to add the seasonings that I need to them. So instead of going and paying more for them to already be pre-shaped and pre-done, I'm going to go ahead and see how the ground turkey works with the seasonings, but I needed sage and thyme. I do not currently have those in my prep stock at all. Out of like the 130 seasonings I have, those are 2 I didn't have. So now I have them, and now they're back. I'm going to be put in my stock. I'll tell you guys how that turns out as well, because I'm not quite sure how my kids are going to like it. I'm hoping they do. Instead of just always having ground pork sausage or pork link sausage, I'm going to do turkey. It's a healthier option. I will be using the 85% lean ground turkey, 15% fat. It's gone up in price like everything else. The honeysuckle has gone up in price. I think 3 pounds is $9 now. But I'm going to grab that next month in my haul, and we're going to test it and see if the kids like it, and then I'll have all the seasonings, and I'll make sure I'll put the recipe down below for you as well. So that's what we have in a haul today. If I forgot something, I apologize again. Remember, I don't see. I'm completely blind. But that's what we have for our stock up. Apologies that the sugar and the beans were in the stock up. You probably will see them next time. Well, you won't see the sugar. That's going straight into the bucket because it's got a little hole somewhere and it's starting to leak sugar. but you may see the beans in next week's haul as well, because that's exactly where they were supposed to be. Next week is my bucket fill up week, where I start filling up more buckets with items, and if they're not completely full, I just keep packing them until they're full. Then I go ahead, seal them off, make sure everything's ready to go, pop the lid on, put it back, and start on the next bucket. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, always remember you can leave them down for me in the comment section down below. We'll definitely catch you in next week's video. I may have another one coming out before then, but if I don't, we'll catch you next week. Thank you so much. Take care. We'll see you in the next video. Without Limits is out.